What is up, everybody? It's been a while since we've done a little rad up all night. Let me know who is here. I know there's some other streams going on now, some big streams. So I didn't want to kind of embark on what they were doing, but I wanted to make sure to get this show in as a precursor to the big Rad Pack show we have coming up this Friday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, talking Lost Boys versus Fright Night, the better 80s vampire movie, because they somehow get lumped into the same category. You talk about Fright Night, people bring up Lost Boys. You talk about Lost Boys, people bring up Fright Night. So which is better? Which is the best of the 80s vampire movies? We're going to figure that out on Friday. So let me know who is in the house. We're going to go through my Lost Boys and Fright Night physical media collection tonight. Just kind of show you what I have. It's nothing too crazy. Some cool items, I guess. But again, hopefully just get you guys pumped up this Halloween season to join us this coming Friday for the big show with the Rad Pack. So let me know who is in the house right now. Let me know you guys can hear me okay. Again, I had to rearrange some stuff. I had taken some stuff apart. Just want to make sure everything is working accordingly. All right. Ken Carlson in the house. What is going on, man? Intanis, what is going on, man? I am doing good. How are you? Ollie, how are you? Oh, thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. It was a fun time. Yeah, I love Creepshow too. Oh, Cody, yes, man. It's been a while. I know. Things have been hectic and crazy over here. I literally have not stopped moving since what time did I wake up this morning? 3:45. So I woke up about 4:15 this morning. I just found like go, go, go. Boom, got home, ate really quick, put my son down, worked out, came home, showered, got ready, boom, here. So I have not stopped. I am hyper right now. All right, JS, what's going on, man? Stuntman Mark, yeah, man, me too. I really, really do, and it's going to be a hard one for me, I think, this Friday. I think out of all of us, between us three, me, Mel, and Justin, I think I'm going to have the hardest time, picking between the two. So it'll be fun. We're going to get a lot of chat involvement. So we're going to want you guys in the chat to kind of help us when it comes to different categories on which movie is better. So definitely tune in because we're going to need your help. And Antonis likes Fright Night too. Jeff, what is going on? LA Jewel, yo, what is up? The monkey, he still believes. Jesse, what's going on? Monkey, oh man, I appreciate that, man. You talking about this one or the Fright Night Lost Boys one on Friday? Hopefully that one, because that one, that to be a big one. Twisted Trucker, what's going on? Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, dude, I did a cool video about a year ago. So again, my biggest thing with the YouTube thing was it's never like being nervous on camera or anything like that. To me, it was always the aesthetic of like how I was filmed, what I sounded like, what it looked like. And it's funny when I watch some of my old videos, which are only about a year and a half. It's going to be rolling on 2 years on YouTube at the end of October. So that's pretty cool. It's already snuck up really quick, but I watched some of those older videos and I'm just like, I don't like the way the camera was. I was too down low, whatever. But yeah, that's a cool video. I talk about my complete Lost Boys collection with Ring of Honor star, now Impact star, Vincent. You guys follow wrestling, you might know who he is, the Horror King. He was on the show with me. I've known him for a very, very long time. And we both love the Lost Boys. So definitely go back and check out that old video if you have not seen it. What's up, Ash? Lost Boys is better. Ain't even close. Where's Uncle Rad? I do not know where Uncle Rad is. Being rad somewhere, I'm sure. Pray, what is up? Welcome to the chat. I'm not used to this name in here, so welcome. It's your first time jumping in. Jamie Hart. Hello, Jamie Hart. Check her out. She's back. She did a live the other night, rocking a Born to Be Rad shirt like she's promised me. I love it, kid. Thank you so much. Andrew Snickers, what is going on? All right, great. So everything sounds good. Perfect. Hey, yo, thinking of buying Fright Night 4K. Let me see. I might have to get up because I just got it today, guys, and I haven't even unboxed it yet. So I'm going to do that tonight and do a little unwrapping of that. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, check this out. So for the occasion, look at that. Little Fright Night, Lost Boys, mashup shirt. How do you like that? Boom. I love it. Near dark. Of course. I mean, I would say for me, 80s vampire movies, my top four in no particular order: Fright Night, Lost Boys, Near Dark, Vamp. So if you guys don't know Vamp, it's one that doesn't get as much love as I feel like the other three, but it's a pretty damn cool of 80s vampire movie. Phantasmat, what's up, man? Really, I got my Fright Night 4K and Scream 2 4K steelbooks in the mail today from Amazon. So I got lucky because I was nervous. I had the show and it was saying like it would be here tonight. I'm like, oh, like last week my Evil Dead was and my Munsters was like put off. So I didn't think I was gonna have it tonight, but it came through. And I have not watched it yet. I got it today. I haven't even opened it. Antonis, if I watched Dahmer, yeah, I watched it. Not the whole thing, but most of it. Foz, would you rock a headband? We're gonna make it happen. I'm gonna be opening a second shop and putting a lot more cool stuff in there. So yeah, keep your eyes peeled for that. Rob Romano. Oh yeah. When I have big shows, I like to kind of keep it fresh, So if you look, I got like Fright Night and Lost Boys back there. Jamie Hart, you are a woman of your word. You damn right. Look at this. Everybody's got that Fright Night. I love it. I love it. Foz Rotten Vamp is amazing. He's talking Jack Bauer. Are you going to the con to get Alex Winter's? I've got Alex Winter's autograph already, so I will not be getting it. But the only one I need still is Jamie Gertz, basically. But yeah, guys, so we're gonna go through that collection, but I think I've got a little surprise in the back here. We're gonna bring out, I think. So you guys ready for a little surprise ski to hang out with me tonight on this little live stream? All right, guys, you get a little surprise coming up in here. 3, 2, 1. Oh my God!
What's up?
What is up, kid? Look at that appearance,
I
huh?
totally forgot about that already.
You are taking over the stream right now. Damn.
What's up?
Mel is in the house. What is going on, kid?
What's up, guys?
It's been a while.
Oh,
you're welcome. It's been a little bit. Look at that. You got your Tim Capello shirt on. You are ready to rock.
I'm rocking Lost Boys and you're rocking Fright Night. What's that all about?
No, this is Fright Night but Lost Boys. Look at that's David with the cross on his head.
What?
It's a mashup. Look at that. Boom.
No way. Oh, it does have the carnival too.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Look at this. Foz Rotten says, "My God, it's Mel with a chair in the back." I love it. People popping in. So what's been going on with you, kid?
Oh, not a whole lot. Keeping busy, just like you.
Yeah, it's crazy, right?
Right now.
October's crazy when it comes to this YouTube game and physical media releases and all this junk. It's popping in October. That's not even talking about like real life stuff here, like work and stuff. Yeah, things are getting nuts.
Spending a lot of money this month.
Oh, I hate it. It's brutal. It's not good. It's not good.
You hate it, but you love it, right?
Yeah, like a lot of stuff. I'm like, I can hold off on that. Like, I don't know. I know Vinegar Syndrome just released Amityville Curse, which I've never seen. And it's a movie that I don't even think's hit physical media since like VHS days. So I know a lot of people were kind of excited about that one. And I'm like, I'll wait. I'll get it next sale or whatever. Or I'm heading up to the archive or down to the archive in a couple weeks. I'm like, I'll just grab it. Dude, it's like it's like halfway sold out already. So I had to pick it up today.
Wait, is it really?
It's down to like it's down to 700.
I thought for sure that one wouldn't sell out, so I waited on it too.
Yeah, it's Amityville Curse. It's down to like 700 units right now. So I grabbed it just in case. I like would hate to be like, oh, wait till it gets to like 200 and then like go to sleep and wake up and it'd be gone or whatever. So I didn't really want to have to buy that right now, but I also would have regretted if I missed out on it. So
Yeah, for real.
yeah, Jesse says Amityville Curse is on Tubi. Yeah, man, I've never seen it, but I have all the other Amityvilles. I might as well just throw this one in there. Gus is in the house. What is going on, Gus?
Gus.
Jesse says, "What's up, Mel?" Yeah. So again, we're hyping the show for Friday. It should be a good one.
Woo, woo.
We're always working. We're working hard. But yeah, guys. So what we'll do is, I don't know what Mel brought to the table, if anything, today. If she just wants to check out my stuff. But I have got a bunch of stuff kind of all around here. When it comes to Lost Boys and Fright Night. So I'll kind of hold some stuff up and you guys kind of chit chat about it. I have nothing necessarily when it comes to like DVDs, Blu-rays or anything like that from other countries or anything. So I don't have all that kind of stuff, just more or less standard releases. I've double dipped on some of these movies quite a bit. So I'll throw it out there, but I'll initiate this with a little Lost Boys VHS-ski. Oh, yeah. You got to have this, Lost Boys VHS tape. Got to have that in the collection.
Oh, yeah, buddy.
Definitely
Is yours still in the wrapper?
It's in a wrapper, but look, it's open at the bottom. Yeah. Whoa.
Well, I can't say I didn't see that coming.
That's not good. But yeah, Lost Boys VHS, definitely as a huge Lost Boys fan, obviously this thing is a staple in the collection for many different reasons. That is beautiful. Jim Powers asked if I have Jason Patrick's autograph. Yes, sir, I do. And then I was going to just throw up, since we're on the VHS, I'll throw up a little Fright Night VHS there with the cool. Remember these these spines with that font like that? It's always kind of killer.
Yeah, that's dope. I don't have any Fright Night stuff.
Nothing. But you know what's funny about this one too is look at this. There's no opening anywhere. You literally have to undo
Oh, you have to open the box?
Yeah, it's brutal. I don't even know how the heck to get this thing out. And I remember talking to listening to a bunch of VHS collectors that said they used to slice it open at the bottom, and now they regret doing that. I don't even know how I open this. Dude, does it come out the side? Oh, it does. It comes out the side. Oh my God. Look at that.
Careful.
Side slip.
Side loader.
Yeah, look at that. What do they call that? What do they call the sides thing? Is it a side loader?
Yeah.
Is that what they call it?
Yeah.
It's not a slip box. Uh-oh. CHH is here. Fright Night is life. Fright Night is love. Look at that. He's excited that he got his 4K today. He is amped. I haven't watched it. Have you watched yours yet?
I watched mine today. And I gotta say, I didn't get any feels from it.
Uh-oh. In what sense? As a movie as a whole, or as the way it looked, or what?
No, the transfer is great. The movie is fine. It's just it's not. It didn't hold up.
Oh my goodness! I
It
can't even
doesn't hold
believe this
up.
right now.
We
already
watch it.
No, oh man, I've rewatched that. I watch that every year, of course. I actually have way more nostalgia for Fright Night than I do Lost Boys. Fright Night was really one of the main movies that got me into horror. It was one that I've talked about this before on other people's channels, I think, because sometimes we go on channels, they'll ask like similar questions, like what got you into horror? So I've repeated this story a bunch of times. My uncle, who was huge into horror, one year he got me, I don't know if you remember those cards, they were called Fright Flicks. They were like horror movie, like trading cards. And they were big in like the 80s, I believe. And he gave me like the whole set. And I didn't know anything about horror at the time. So I'm like looking through them because I was a big baseball card collector. And it had like stills from the movies, but it always had like a little, I don't know, it had like sayings at the bottom of the card, which were like made up. So like, for instance, it would show Amy from Fright Night with the big teeth and the big smile. And like underneath it was a still from the movie. And underneath it said like that soup was hot or something like that. Like something that didn't make any sense. But as a little kid, I like really thought like this chick like ate hot soup and burned her mouth or something. Like I had no idea. So those images had like been embedded in my brain for so long. And I think it was like one Saturday afternoon in October, it said like coming up next Fright Night. And I was like, oh, that's those cards. So I ended up watching it on TV. I think I saw 1 and 2 like back to back that day. And
really?
I just fell in love with it. And I think what it really dials into me is that situation, like I grew up in that kind of like neighborhood type setting. We talked about that when we did the Burbs show and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So it really, same with the Burbs, like it hits home with me because it's one of those things where, yeah, obviously your neighbor's not going to be a vampire, but more or less it's like just being a kid and being like, what's going on at that house over there? So for me, it's like, it's a more nostalgia overload for me than Lost Boys. Lost Boys, I actually didn't see until I was like a early teenager. So I didn't see that when I was a young kid. I didn't see that until I was probably, I don't know, 13, 14 maybe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, my story is the opposite. I grew up with the Lost Boys. I lived out in the middle of nowhere, but it was kind of the wild, wild west, so I have more nostalgia for the Lost Boys. But I mean, I watched Fright Night when I was young too, but man, I must just not have connected with that one like I did with the Lost Boys, because I watched it today and I was just like, man, the practical effects are great, but damn, is that movie boring?
Wow. Uh-oh.
I'm offending so many people
Oh
right
my
now.
God, I think so.
Sorry.
Okay, she did grow up with that. TerraVision, all that stuff. Yeah, she did. And I agree with some of the chat about Fright Night 2. I think Fright Night 2 is a great sequel because, like I said, I saw them back to back. So to me at the time as a kid, probably at, I don't know, I'm going to guess maybe 9 or 10 or something. Yeah, so I really, really enjoyed it. And that's kind of one of the reasons that it doesn't have a physical release. Something with the Menendez brothers and stuff. It was a whole to-do and drama. But wow, yeah, we're getting beat. Look at he's triggered right now.
Well, I actually put a poll up on my channel today to see what people thought was better movie, Lost Boys or Fright Night, and they were neck and neck all day. Like it'd be Fright Night and then it'd be Lost Boys, then it'd be Fright Night and it'd be Lost Boys all day. I'm surprised. I would have, if I had to have guessed, I would have said Lost Boys would have beat it out hands down. I can't believe how many people are like straight up Fright Night fans.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's definitely it's different. Like to me, Lost Boys, I feel like is more talked about on a regular, but I think Fright Night to most people when it's brought up is they put that at a top tier in the sense, like in my opinion. I mean, I look at Fright Night as when it comes to a horror movie, is like it's kind of everything I'm looking for in a horror movie. In my opinion, it's got some comedic elements to it. It's got a good story. It's the effects are great. It's creepy when it needs to be. It's kind of my style. And like when I talked about earlier, I don't know if you heard me, but I said like 80s top 4 vampire movies for me is Lost Boys, Fright Night, Near Dark, and Vamp, which is another one that not many people talk about, which is a real pretty cool 80s vampire movie. I don't know if you've seen that one.
I have not seen the movie, but I know of it.
Yeah, I would definitely try to check that out. I know Arrow did the Blu-ray for it. I don't know. I'm assuming it's probably still available, but it's a cool one. Near Dark is a very cool movie, but I can understand people with the Near Dark because Near Dark can come off a lot slower. They're driving around in a truck for a long time, and there's a lot to it. It's dark that I can see people not throwing it in there with like Lost Boys. I mean, it does get thrown into the mix for sure, but yeah, those are probably like my top 4 for sure. So
I feel like if we're talking about when these movies originally came out, I can see them being neck and neck, but now watching them now and seeing how they progressed over the years and how they've held up, I just don't feel like Fright Night held up that well. You know what I mean? Like Lost Boys almost seems timeless. You watch it and it's like these people could be walking around today, talking the way they talk, dressing the way they dress. You know what I mean? Fright Night's
I would actually
not
say,
like that.
I would say it's timeless. I think you're right. I mean, I do think when it comes to that, I will give Lost Boys definitely a credit. It does feel timeless. Again, especially because a lot of even the way they dress and stuff, I always thought it was cool. And as much as it may seem kind of out there, like those styles are almost kind of back now. So it would kind of work, like if I saw that crew of dudes walking around the friggin' carnival down the street, I'd be like, dude, those guys are awesome. You know what I mean? Like, those guys are so rad over there. I wouldn't look at them and be like, what are those? Look at those weirdos. I'd be like, I'm like,
I'd be like,
can I hang out with you guys?
I'm coming. I'm coming.
And now, I mean, look at it, full circle. Like, who would have ever thought Tim Capello is like doing the rounds again on tour, right? Like, that guy was MIA, embarrassed for like ever. And all of a sudden he was dug up, and now he's like making tour. Yeah, he's like making his rounds. So definitely cool. But as we move on, I know Christian, if he's still in here, will like this, because I don't have a lot of laser discs, but I do have Lost Boys. I actually have two. I have this one, which, I mean, I don't like this like silver strip on the side. I don't know what the deal is with that. It just says stereo digital process extended play. So I do have the Lost Boys Laserdisc. Now, here's another interesting story. When I first started getting into collecting Lost Boys, I was doing a lot of collecting Lost Boys stuff because I loved it so much. And I came across an item on eBay, and being a lot younger at the time, it was like signed Laserdisc by Cast. And I probably spent maybe like 150 on this, but it was maybe 2005 that I bought this on eBay. So, it made sense, but it's a Cast signed Laserdisc. But I had this displayed in my old movie room for years. Now, this Laserdisc doesn't have that strip, which is weird, right? No strip on this one. But you see all those signatures on there. Now that I have all the signatures on a poster that I've met of these people in real life, I think this is all fake shit, to be honest.
Like, I was going to say, did you compare the signatures?
I did. And like none of them really match, really. I'm like, maybe like the Haim one kind of does, but the rest, like, they don't. It's not even kind of close. Bummer. So I look at this now and I'm like, oh, this was such a cool. It was like my favorite piece of my collection for so long. And now I look at it and I think it's like this big scam. And I mean, it's literally got like Diane Wiest on here. Like, it's got Edward Herrmann, Billy Wirth. I mean, I have all these. I don't have Diane Wiest on my other one, but it's got everybody else. But yeah, this is that like Lost Boys fake sign. It's got to be fake, dude. It's got to be fake. You know what, Christian asked? Yeah, you know what? I thought I did. I don't have Fright Night on laser. I thought I did, but I didn't. Looked everywhere. I was like, nah, I guess I don't. I have the soundtrack though. But when we get to the next format, do you have Lost Boys? Do you still have it on DVD, or did you toss that a long time ago?
Oh, hell no. I got the snapper case, dude.
Oh, you got the OG. I think I dumped my snapper.
What? You can never dump the snapper.
I am such an anti-snapper case guy. Like, I specifically will buy a movie that I have a snap case for, like on Blu-ray, just to toss the snap case out. I don't know. I don't like the way it looks in the shelf. It like bumps out, and I'm like, like I told you, the aesthetic of how things are.
You put your DVDs elsewhere. You don't put them with your Blu-rays.
No, I don't. But I'm even with the DVDs. They have like a weird bump out, and they're like So I literally, like, every time I see a movie that I'm like, oh, I only have that on snapper case, I'm gonna upgrade.
I love the snapper case because it's almost like having a built-in slipcover. Because this is all cardboard and stuff. Come on now. It's like that.
Well, but when you're the Slippy Longstocking of YouTube, then that stuff matters to you.
I'll buy a snapper case out in the wild just because it's a snapper case. I don't know. I love these things.
If I find Lost Boys on a snapper, I'll probably rebuy it now at this point.
You should.
But I definitely tossed it. I still have, I'll never get rid of this. This is the one I still have, was this like 2-disc extended special edition one. So this replaced my snapper. But let me see. I have a snapper case section, actually, not a shelf, but I have a specific section of just snapper cases that I hope I can like take out. Like,
that you've been so replacing.
Excited. Yeah, like I was so excited when like Nothing But Trouble came out. Like I was able to replace it. Like that's what I'm going after. See, JS is a big snapper case guy. Yeah, I always hated those. I don't know what it is. So. But this is never leaving, because look at this. This is early convention days. I made a mistake of, I hate, being an autograph collector and stuff like that. I hate getting DVDs and stuff signed because it's hard to display them. It was always a regret that I had, but I got this. Corey Haim.
Oh, give me that.
Boom. So I can never get rid of this thing. To Garrett, Death by Stereo, Corey Haim. I mean, that was
look at that disc artwork though. Why couldn't they have done that for the 4K?
Oh, I didn't even. Oh yeah, we'll get there. I swapped mine. I like made my own set over there.
You did, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
Ridiculous.
Love Nothing But Trouble, yeah. Not look at this, dude. I remember going to Walmart at midnight when Lost Boys Special came out. Yeah, that's awesome, man. I remember when this came out too. It was like such a great addition because I think the snapper doesn't have like any of the features, right? On that one, I think that's what made this different.
Yeah, not really.
Yeah, I think that's why this special edition was because it had features finally on it. Bonus material, Lost Boys Retro. Basically everything you're getting on the 4K and the Blu-ray is what was on this. But I do have this cool edition that I got. It's got all 3 on it.
Oh.
And it's got the lovable sequels. You got boom. Got those lovely sequels on there. So I thought this was pretty cool. It's basic but cool. The white. It's got all 3 movies on there. So I do have that on DVD. I don't even know if there's special features on this one. I'm not sure. Garrett, have you met? I have met Steve Johnson. I have him signed on my Fright Night poster. I have a Fright Night poster that I have signed by pretty much the whole cast. If I don't see the Twilight Time Fright Night Blue, I'm walking. Well, we're not on the Blu-rays yet. We'll get there.
No, don't go.
Look at Jamie Hart's a big snapper case. See?
Oh yeah.
She breaks the snapper cases though. She snaps them.
Gotta be gentle with those.
And DVD, boom. Did you ever have Fright Night on DVD?
No, I think my mom had the VHS, but I don't think I ever had it on DVD.
This was the first DVD I ever bought. I can remember this. Ever. I can remember this like it was yesterday. I cannot tell you the first 4K I bought. I have no idea.
I can't remember the first anything.
Lost Boys was the first Blu-ray I bought. Lost Boys and I think House of a Thousand Corpses were the first 2 Blu-rays I ever bought. Fright Night was the first DVD I bought with my DVD player, and then the second DVD I bought was Exorcist. I remember that.
Nice.
It was a big time, But so I kept this one out just for nostalgia purposes. That it was the first. Oh, look at this!
What's in there?
I am snazzy. It's got one of those cards I was talking about. Look at.
Oh my god! Ah, that's horrifying. See, that is good. Look at that.
I'm trying to get a nice clear shot where because it says at the bottom the soup is hot. It says on there. I can't get it. You can see the little writing there. Sure. So yeah, that was a little card. You know what?
The effects in that movie are better.
Killer. Let me see if anybody's jumping. All right, so yeah, nobody's really talking about it. So what we'll do is we'll move on to blue. You got any blues over there, kiddo?
I do. I got the standard.
Oh yeah. That thing is classic though. That's again, first blue. First DVD and first blue. How funny. Fright Night and Lost Boys. Crazy, right? See that? It all makes sense. Yeah, this one's classic. And to be honest, I feel like this transfer still holds up. And this was an early Blu-ray release. This was
a good transfer.
Oh, very good. 2008, this thing came out, and it kind of held up pretty damn well. Oh, let me see. Do I have that? Oh no. Look.
Oh. Wait, what the crap is this?
It's an Eco case over there. Got the old Eco. You have to swap that out.
Get the crap releases. Bogus.
Oh, what's in a name says some of the Fright Night cast are doing a live autograph signing. Really? Who? I'm trying to think. I've got everybody. But if you guys haven't seen Dark Delicacies is doing, I think you can get it online. They're doing the 4K Steelbook Tom Holland signature for $40. That's a freaking steal. So if you go on Dark Delicacies site, I think you can order the Steelbook for $40 and it comes signed by Tom Holland, which was huge. That's a definite score. And I think Tom Holland just released a book called Fright Night Origins, which is pretty interesting. I don't know if it has to do with like a prequel to the movie. Look at Never Believe Christian. He's the biggest troll. Lost Boys the Thirst is the best one, he says. Uh-oh. Oh, baby. Oh, baby.
I haven't even opened it, and I got it for $4.
The Thirst. You know what? I'm not even gonna. I don't know. I mean, they're not great, but I don't mind the sequels at all. To be
They're
honest,
entertaining.
I thought they were fine, and even number 2, which everybody gives shit about, I'm fine with it. You know what could they do? I wish there was more Haim, but you know how that all went. It was unfortunate, you know. But yeah, I have those as well on Blu-ray, but I didn't bring them out. And I saw someone mention Fright Night 2. I did bring that out because this thing is like gold to a lot of collectors.
Oh my god, that artwork.
Killer, right?
I remember that back in the VHS movie store day.
This is a real sought after DVD because this is the last time this thing I think is hit physical media. And I had to go through hoops to get this thing. I had seen it at Best Buy and in stores for quite a while, and it was always one at the time. I was like, I'll get it eventually. And then all of a sudden it went out of print. And I couldn't find it anywhere. So I ended up going to rental stores, and I found it at a Blockbuster. And I basically went up to the register, and I was like, hey, guy, I'm going to take this and not return it. So how much would this cost? And he was like, $20. And I was like, all right, here you go. And I just walked out with it. So it's actually from Blockbuster. And luckily there's no like Blockbuster anything on it. Like,
really?
Yeah, it's weird.
Well, that's one way to steal a movie.
Yeah, so I forced them to give it to me. But yeah, people really, really are after that. And I'm hoping that it gets a new release. I know it's in the works. But again, like we saw earlier, there's a lot of hiccups that keep coming up. So sadly, there's really not been much movement on it. So
yeah, that's a bummer.
Yeah.
I'd hope they keep that same artwork though.
Oh, I think they will. Even the other poster art is really cool. Which is basically just a play off the original, except that instead of the girl over the house, it's like another face over an apartment building. It's actually really nice. Oh, is that what it is, TJ? Fright Night Orange is going to be part of Trilogy Books. I'm interested in it, to be honest. I've talked about this before. I buy a lot of books in the idea that someday I'm going to have all this free time that I'm just going to like read everything.
When you retire.
Yeah, those days haven't come yet. So I've got a big stack of stuff. I contributed to the demise of Blockbuster by taking that. Maybe.
It was you.
Thank God I did. I mean, I'm gonna think that was 2007 or 8 that I did that, and I don't know when they started all closing down. But maybe. I'm glad I did because it would have just shut down, and then I would have never been able to grab that thing. Thing's big money online. Now, if we move on to some blues, we're on blues. We just showed that. Do you have any more Blu-rays for either title?
$45 for Fright Night 2 DVD on eBay right now. That's actually not as bad as I thought it would be.
It's not that bad.
I have this Steelbook.
Oh, yeah.
You have the Steelbook?
Yeah, I haven't opened it yet.
Yours isn't even open. Mine has a big
open.
dent in the back. Can you
What
see
is with
that?
you and all the dented books? Steels. Do you have like a dented Steelbooks section in your...
I'm hard on my Steelbooks. As soon as I get them, I throw them around. Do you ever watch my videos? I about threw the monsters across the room by accident.
Oh, I haven't watched any. I haven't watched when you got the monsters yet.
Oh, it was just in my movie collection update video.
Did you throw it by accident, or did you throw it because you said, I don't know why I bought this?
Well, I was like, I liked it. And then I threw it and I was like, I hated it. But it was an accident. I didn't mean to.
But yeah, it's a cool steel. I just like the original art. It's nice. I think it's the exact same edition as this. It's just in a Steelbook.
Yeah, so it's the same disc.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
No inside artwork.
Look at Christian over here.
Tony would be really proud of us.
He would be, actually. I don't do this with everything. It's just certain movies. These are two big ones for me.
Okay.
And then I have to do, look at this. Christian's gonna like this one.
Oh,
Look at
snap! Is that the
dude.
Dollar General exclusive or what?
I don't know where I got this.
It has that shiny double or triple feature thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
That's nice though.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. Got them all together there. All the boys, all the last boys.
See, I'd like to have that.
He says the thirst. Hell yeah, thirst. What about the tribe? No tribe fans.
Nah, I don't even have that one. I'm missing.
You don't tribe at all? You got to get the tribe. You got to get it. It's
I
probably
know.
bad cheap.
Well, I found the thirst at Dollar General, so I was assuming I'd come across Tribe, and then I never did.
Tribes. I know Tribe is the one that everybody hates the most. I don't mind it. It's silly. Corey Haim at the end. Tribe is okay. You get the isn't the main dude like Kiefer's nephew or something that plays basically Kiefer to a sense? I think it's like his nephew. Yeah, he's like they ride they're surfers or whatever. See, Christian says Tribe is fine. All right, Fright Night Blues. Let's see what I got over here. All right, this is for Christian. Got the OG Twilight Time. This was like the big way to get this. I actually had another Twilight Time one that I sold because they came out with this one, which is like an anniversary one. Came with like a magnet. Cool magnet. I didn't know that was a thing, but Fright Night. It's all right. I mean, again, I think the Twilight Time was like they were just getting us shit that we needed. The transfers weren't really that great, in my opinion. Like they did a really poor job with like Night of the Living Dead 90 and all that stuff. They changed all the color timing, so it was cool to have. But I never felt like this was a real legit addition for what this movie deserved. But at the time, it was huge to get because Twilight Time. I don't know if you remember that whole situation. They would like put something like this out and then it would sell out and be worth like tons of money. And like they just kept doing that with titles everybody wanted. Like it was just everybody was after all these Twilight Time titles and they weren't even that well done. It was just they were releasing movies for like a short window that people really, really wanted. I don't know how they did that. They might have like bought the rights for like a month or something and then put something out and they were gone. And then it's funny that Christian's in here because he's actually the one that got me to buy this because I didn't know this thing existed. Being a huge Fright Night fan, I thought forever this was like the best way to get this movie. And he had mentioned somewhere that he had gotten a release from Sony. And I'm like, it's got to be a bootleg. There's no way. And I did a little research and it was a Blu-ray that popped out by Sony. I still don't understand this because it really snuck out of nowhere. And like, even looking at the back and stuff, it just seems off. Like it doesn't seem, I don't know. It just doesn't seem
very bare bones.
Like a legit release. But I will tell you what really sold this for me was there's a documentary, which I think is on the 4K, and it's called You're So Cool, Brewster. And I have the documentary here. I have it a single standalone that came with a book, like a hardcover book. And this documentary is so kick-ass. This thing is really long. It's like one of those documentaries like, did you ever see, there's like a Jason one, there's an Elm Street one. They're like very long, probably a couple hours worth, and it goes through like each film and stuff. This is a really cool documentary. It goes through the first one in depth with all the actors and stuff there. It goes through part 2. So if anybody hasn't seen that, it is on the 4K, I believe, because it was on this thing. And to have it all jacked up and the movie on single disc is crazy to me because it's a long ass documentary. So
that's interesting.
I think it's on the 4K. Yeah, Matt, I believe. I actually have to go get my 4K because it's over there. But before we get into the 4Ks, do you have anything else Blu-ray wise?
I don't. That's it. That's all I got.
All right. Can I you want to just chit chat with them? I'll put you on full screen.
Sure.
I gotta go get my my Fright Night 4K. I don't know what the heck I did with it. All right, guys.
What do you mean you don't know what you did with it?
I think it's over there. Talk to Mel.
Well, hey guys, what's up? This is Mel from My Killer Podcast. This is why I don't do live streams on my channel. I'm not a very good host. Let's see. So, CHH, are you getting your Fright Night tomorrow, or do you already have it? And you're just going to watch it tomorrow? Perfect.
You did great.
Yeah, okay.
Wow, look at this. Look what he said when you were by yourself. Wow.
Whatever.
What's up, dude?
I did my best.
Oh, you know what? I do need to get the Bram Stoker's Dracula. I think I might have it just on a snap case, so it's probably time I upgrade. Yeah, cool, man. But yeah, I got this today. I haven't even had a chance to even look at it yet. Let me check the back really quick. Maybe it's not on here. Is it? Oh yeah, it is. You're So Cool, Bruce, the story of Fright Night. It is on here. So that's awesome. That's definitely worth a watch for you guys.
Oh man, they got hella special features on here.
Oh yeah.
Earlier.
Look at this. Someone says Burb's Media Book's coming.
What?
Is that for you, or did he buy it?
I don't know. Tell me more. Tell us more. I have been keeping my eye out for that Burb's German media book.
Uh-oh. Look at Jonathan in here talking smack about the Lost Boys. All right, I'm gonna unwrap this thing. Is that what we call it? Unwrap?
Sure.
Let's see what this thing looks like.
Mine.
Ooh. Oh yeah, look at this.
We're so consistent with this artwork with this movie.
It's actually, to be honest, it's one of my favorite artworks for a horror movie. I love it. I kind of do wish it did have the logo on it, to be honest with you. But I'm happy this was a J card, because I actually was kind of annoyed that I thought this was how it was going to look because of all the pictures. I'm like, are they really going to cut half her head off? But I'm glad it's not. Like, I'm glad this was like a card. But yeah, I love this. I kind of do wish I had the logo on it, but it's cool. Yeah. You get Sarandon on the back. I can't wait to dive into this. Loose disc.
You can't be so violent when you open stuff.
So 3 disc, huh? We got the blue in here. Look at that. If anybody hasn't have it, 3 discs in this bad boy. That's pretty sick.
Oh my god, his friend is so annoying.
Oh, you don't like his buddy there?
No.
What's their deal? What's their story, anyways?
What do you mean?
I don't know.
They don't even seem like they like each other in the movie, honestly.
What do you mean? The guy was like washing his hands for him and stuff.
Whatever, his friend made him pay him $8 to tell him how to kill a vampire because he didn't really want to help him out.
What is it? The Dracula 92 Steelbook. Oh, nice. It's a shiny one. All right. I'll probably get it. Yeah, Matt, I do think it's a little bit odd. I mean, I don't hate it, but I kind of do wish it was on there. Yeah, I do wish it was on there somewhere, probably on the bottom, like the movie poster. Cool Steelbook though, in my opinion. Artwork is iconic.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so Rob Romano bought the German media book. Wow. So you gotta check it out. I haven't even seen it. I don't even know what it looks like.
Where did you buy it? How much was it?
I have not. I am going to, though. I will. I bought Amityville Curse, but not Amityville Horror. But I'm going to definitely buy that. I'm heading down to the Archive, which is their store, the last weekend of October. I'm going to buy a lot of stuff there. I've been trying to save a little bit of money, but unfortunately, as you can see, it doesn't work. I got 2 conventions coming up, so that's going to be brutal. And I did buy that damn Paranormal box set. It says it's coming like on the 11th or something.
You did? You got that?
I was Ken and Christian peer pressured me into getting it.
Ken is all over that.
I really had no like I was not even gonna buy that at all. Like there was nothing about it that was like, oh, I'm gonna buy it. But then they convinced me because here's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna buy it. And the one biggest pet peeve I have about shit, they're gonna announce a new Paranormal Activity, and it's gonna be like, what the hell was the point of this box then? So I can have one sitting off by its own, like by itself. Yeah, so it is coming, but they said, it's the only way you can get the new one, which I haven't seen. They said there was a really cool documentary on it that it's hard to get. So I was like,
oh, okay. That makes sense.
So I'll have to just try to sell off those other ones, I guess. Nobody's gonna.
Yeah, I was gonna say I already have a set of the Paranormal Activity, but I guess I don't have the new one.
Yeah, that's the one. I don't think I've never even seen it. Look at this. You see, he's still going. I already bought it, man. he's letting me know just in case I decide to cancel it before it comes. Just reassuring he wants it in hand. Yeah. See, even he says he bought the damn thing. It kind of just happened. Peer pressure, man. That's what happened to me.
You guys are instigating each other. Ridiculous.
They are bad influences. All right, so let's get into we got the 4K. We got the 4K Fright Night ready. So this is brand new. It just came out today. So I'm glad we have it for this stream. I can't wait to dive in. I will dive into this before Friday because we are going to talk a little bit more about it on Friday. So if you guys are just popping in now, this is like a little precursor show to the big one on Friday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's Fright Night versus Lost Boys. And we're hoping to have a lot of chat interaction with it to help us choose a winner here. Obviously, we know where Mel stands on this. So we need, we need a little bit more on the Fright Night side in the chat, maybe to.
No, I think we have enough Fright Night in the chat. Can we get some Lost Boys in the chat, please?
Listen, I'm pretty much split down the middle. I'll be honest on every category. Like some I think Fright Night have done better. Some I think Lost Boys done better. But it'll be cool to see what everybody else thinks because we kind of have little categories that we're going to talk about each movie in and then pick a winner. So see now Jonathan's throwing. We already talked about this. He's a Near Dark guy. Near Dark.
Mm-hmm. These are the big three.
Definitely. Now, what do you think though? We're going to talk about this as like a little comparison. This is two pretty cool steals we just got, guys.
Mm-hmm.
I know
like
a lot of
people. Lost Boys artwork
I do too. I know a lot of people don't.
Wait, let me get mine. Did you watch my unboxing?
I have not, dude. I've been so busy.
My steel has a scratch on it.
What? Here's the screenshot right here, guys. Ready and go. Screenshot and tag us. Michael. Has a scratch on it. What are they?
You're not even gonna be able to see it, but it's like right down his.
That's from your teeth. You were trying to kiss Michael.
Jesus.
Yes, that's just from your tooth. That's from your tooth.
You can see it in my video pretty good. It's about 1.5 inches long too. I've had the worst luck with my brand new release, like unboxings and stuff. Like my fog had a golf ball sized dent in the back.
I saw that one. Yeah. When all of a sudden you're like, oh, it looks good. And I'll turn around. You're like, what? I got lucky today. My Halloween set and my Army of Darkness showed up today, and the box had like a huge hole in the side. I'm like, oh no.
See, that's how it happened.
But I took it out and it was fine. But the box.
But did you open it? Because I took mine out and it looked fine. But when I took the J card off is when the dent.
Oh no, I haven't. I'm gonna probably do an unboxing of those. Shit, it might be wrecked, but it looked good.
I hope not.
But we did get this, obviously, this is the Zavi.
The art cards in here are amazing.
Oh my god, they're so like those art cards are something that I would like love to frame and like throw the whole thing up there. They're so cool.
Yeah,
very very cool.
So I was watching your unboxing and I was like closing my eyes when you were showing the art cards because I wanted to be a little surprised. But when I saw this one, I died.
I like this. I'm a big fan of the star one. That
Oh,
purple with the friggin'. Well, it's just a real. I'm a big purple guy.
Yeah. You like the purple.
Look at that. Look at her eyes in that. They're like, that's killer right there. Woo. Even like I think who else is purple on there? Michael's
purple.
I like that one too. Look at that. Sick.
Block the light. Yeah, these art cards they're bangers.
You know what else I was getting nervous about when I was pulling my the J card was freaking stuck like a mother on this thing. I was getting really nervous when I was trying to take mine off.
Yeah, apparently that's a Zavvi thing. They use like a very particular kind of glue for their J cards, so all of their releases are like that.
Oh my god, I was like trying to get it off and I'm like, what the heck's going on? This thing's like glued on here. So I had to like be very careful and then I had to splice it.
Did you get them off without the bubbles? Mine has bubbles on it now.
Mine does have a little bubble at the bottom. Oh, that's from that?
I don't even know.
I do have a little bubble at the bottom. I thought maybe that was just an imperfection of the thing. That's from trying to take on the top. Oh, mine's back here on the bottom.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I have one on the bottom too. Yeah, that's from taking the J card off.
Oh, son of a guns over there. You're gonna charge us all that money. Oh my god. But you know what? I do kind of wish Fright Night got like a Zavvi treatment. I kind of wish.
I was actually surprised that it didn't get something other than a Steelbook. It didn't even get a standard release or anything. Like, what's that all about?
I know. Oh, so it only has a steel?
Yeah, it only has a steel. As of right now, this is the only way to get this movie on 4K. I mean, I'm sure they'll probably have a standard release later, but usually it's the other way around. They release the standard and then they release the Steelbook later.
I thought it was like one of those ones you could choose what you wanted.
No.
I mean, I would have chosen steel anyways because,
Yeah.
I did get this because I had a little FOMO action going on.
Same.
I definitely Tony'd this release over here. So yeah, but I ripped out this had cooler artwork, so I flipped them. Boom, boom, boom. So now I got my Zavvi ones in here, and I put these discs in there.
Oh, because of the
yeah, and I'll probably just toss this somewhere as just to hold on to it, but throw it in a box or something.
Mine doesn't even have a disc.
Oh yeah, you're watching it.
Hell yeah, I'd be watching it. I didn't even take my rating stickers off. What? I got so scared of my J card. I didn't even take I'm not even gonna take them off.
You gotta get those off. No, it's freaking me out.
I don't trust myself to take them off.
Just go gentle. Mine came off fine. Let me look. No bubble. Those actually came off really easy. Do it. Those things they're gonna stare at you on the shelf.
I'm not gonna do it live.
You're gonna get the hair dryer out.
Hell yeah, that's how you do. That's how you get stickers off.
You know what you should do? Just do it on Friday when you're getting your hair all done up. You just do this and then you can go over there.
Wait, now I have to go get my hair done? Jesus.
Yeah. We don't mess around
with production.
What up, Fish the Film Collector? What's going on? Welcome. Ooh, Gremlins 2 Steelbook? I would love that because I do have Gremlins on Steel, the first one. That'd be killer. Oh, let's talk about this. What? Fright Night?
Ooh,
I'm going to look into that. But Cinemuseum did a Lost Boys 4K. That was Cinemuseum, right?
Yeah.
You don't want to talk about it?
You want me to talk about it?
I don't know. You look like you didn't want to talk about it.
Oh no, we can talk about it.
I didn't know if you were ashamed of yourself or something. You're like, oh yeah,
no, not at all.
Oh, yeah, that Cinemuseum. That's the time my bank account went in the negatives. Sore subject.
That's the week I didn't eat. Lost so much weight.
Your grocery bill went to the Lost Boys again. So Cinemuseum did a sick Lost Boys 4K, and I missed out on it. I was on the fence about it because there's a lot of stuff in it that I liked. A lot of stuff I was like, it's not worth it. I mean, it was
You said
basically
you
the
had all the
zombie
stuff
set.
anyway, right?
Yeah, like see, I got my laddie right here.
Oh, laddie.
See, I got this. This comes in it. It also comes with the box of noodles or whatever, I think. It comes basically with all this. And then it comes with like all different artwork and stuff. I will say though, all those boxes are way better than this one is.
Yeah, I think the art cards are different though too.
Art cards are different on that one, and
so.
It's almost weird. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, but is it like? Do you get like two, basically like similar one to this, and then another one, and then a box over both? Is that what you're getting?
I have no idea.
I
was so confused about that release because I was like, why would anybody want to buy both of them? Because one of them's the standard, right? Or were they both Steelbooks?
I don't remember, but I just knew everything had different art. It almost looked like you got like maybe a standard with like a box over it.
Yeah.
And then with a certain set of art cards, and then you get a Steelbook with a box over it with a different set of art cards. And you put those together, and then you get a bigger box over both of them.
Mm-hmm.
So it's actually pretty sick.
Maybe one came with the milk carton and the other came with the noodle
yeah.
box or something like that. Yeah. So I don't know. That's what I'm assuming is what happened. They had these two separate releases, and you could buy either one of them, or you could buy the one box with both of them.
Yeah. Now, did you buy the big one with everything?
Yeah, I bought the big one. It only ended up being like $189. Well, only, but it wasn't over 200 like people were saying.
Oh, you got that RAD discount, I think. I think you typed in RAD 10, I think.
Yeah.
And you got a deal. You
got 10 cents off.
Sick. But no, that's awesome. I can't wait to check it out when you get it because I couldn't. They were all sold out by the time I even saw your text saying they were on sale. By the time I went over there, they were gone. So she grabbed it. It was expensive, but I mean, I think it's going to be pretty cool. And I think there's not going to be a lot of people doing the unboxings because it was very, very limited, I think. So
well, I might not open it to be 100%.
Oh, you got to
I didn't even want to open up my Zavvi because I bought this one, you know?
Yeah, but don't you want to see all the cool stuff inside? See, look, everybody's like, wow, you got one?
Yeah. But word on the street is, so Cinemuseum, from what I understand, like you order something and then you don't get it for like a year. However, the word on the street is they're dropping their releases February, March, and April. So, like it sounds like I might get it February, March, or April of next year. So that's not as long as I thought I was going to be.
Yeah, that's what I heard too. I never ordered from them, but everybody was like, it's cool, but it's basically like when you buy it, it's almost like that's what they're using to fund it or something. So you don't get it. It almost is like made to order.
Yeah, something like that. But if they know they're only making 300,
you would think so. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
But it's definitely going to be cool. It's going to be cool. I think you should open the damn thing. But hey,
of course you do.
You know,
would you open it if you got it?
Of course. It's for the tube. It's for the tube. You got to do it for the tube. Listen, you don't think that I really the only reason I really bought that damn Halloween set was to do an unboxing. You know that, right? like that's kind of how sad it was that I was like literally like ashamed of myself.
You're a completist though. You got to complete your collection.
That too. I wanted to complete it, but
just turn the box around and put it on the shelf so the 3 movies are sticking out.
Oh wait, that box is. I'm tossing it on camera.
Slip in a box.
Oh, it's gone. Yeah, it's out of here. But I'll do an unboxing this weekend from it. But I told like Christian, a bunch of people on Instagram messaged me like because I said, you know what, I'm always watching 1, 2, and 3 on Halloweens. The other ones I like rarely ever watch. So I was like, you know what, maybe now's the time I should just in October try to smash through all of them and then just do at the end of the month like my official ranking on the Halloweens because Halloween to me is an interesting franchise. Like I love it, but there's a lot about it I don't care about. So like I'm curious to see at my age now, based on what I felt in my late 20s, how I feel about the whole franchise. I might have some different rankings as I go through each one again. And I figured the 4Ks would be the best way to go back and do it.
Yeah, for sure.
Do I have a Ghoulies 3 collection? I have Ghoulies 3, but not a collection. I have it on like a multi-pack or something like that.
There's
And
like a sweet box set on Amazon right now for Ghoulies 1 through 3. I think it's Blu-ray.
oh, maybe that's what he's talking about. No, I don't have that. I was going to do a video about this, and I may still, but I kind of like put the brakes on it because it just seemed like besides me and Mel, nobody had any issues with the color.
It got complicated real quick with that.
Yeah, like it was interesting because I didn't find it disappointing. I thought it looked great. I found it different. Now, the reason I say that and know that,
weird.
It definitely had, in my opinion, there's no matter what settings you have to put your TV on to try to make it match, there was definitely some kind of color correcting on this 4K. Now, is it something like someone's like, well, maybe that's what the director wanted all along? Maybe he could have, and I mean, it's fine and it looks good. My issue was that to me, for someone who watched this Blu-ray probably hundreds and hundreds of times since 2008, I knew this thing like the back of my hand. So anything that you do to the Lost Boys going forward, I'm going to notice real quick.
Well, no matter what version you watched, even the VHS didn't look like that. You know what I mean?
Like it's been, that's what I was going to ask. Like, I don't know. I don't think it did. I haven't watched the VHS in probably 25 years, but it was just different scenes. You saw the colors very different. Like when, you saw a lot more blues and all the colors popped, which was really cool. There was a lot of scenes where I felt like the shadows were really dark, and it's not that it was bad. It was just different. And I think what it comes down to is it's like preference. Like in my opinion, so far, which what I've seen, like a Blu-ray and a 4K, like to me, there's not a lot of difference. And if there's difference, it's more of like a change rather than like an upgrade, in my opinion. But a lot of people were saying, well, you should have your TV on cinema mode, or you should, alter your settings and go on a website and find out which settings are the best for your TV. Like I never did all that. So like, I'm not really like a big, I'm not a big mark for like all that stuff. I just buy expensive shit hoping that like it's good enough to like make everything look and sound good. I have never gone in and messed with any of that stuff. So my TV was set on standard, and I posted screenshots about what it looked like in comparison. And people were like, oh my God, that looks so different, or that looks crappy. And then a lot of comments were like, no, dude, your TV's on the wrong settings. So I put it down to cinema mode. And honestly, and I know me and Mel talked about this because her TV wasn't on cinema mode either when she was doing it. Cause she's like, oh yeah, you're right. Like mine looks the same as yours. And man, I'm not a big cinema mode fan. Like I put it on, I'm like, oh, this is like dull.
It put like a yellow tone over the movie.
I didn't like it.
I did end up watching it the rest of the way with it on cinema mode because the blue tone was just annoying me so much.
And it does make it look more like the Blu-ray did, though. It does. But then you look at it and you're like, well, what happens when I put a Blu-ray in? Is it going to like dull that all down even more? Like, I don't know. Like it just didn't feel vibrant anymore. And I was like, well, I kind of like a lot of the vibrant stuff that you get out of a lot of these discs. So I went back and just said, screw it. I don't care. Like it is.
But I feel like your average movie watcher isn't going to sit there and mess with the settings of their TV, depending on the movie that they're watching. You know what I mean? And nor are they going to know that cinema mode is best for Lost Boys, but vibrant mode is best for, Fright. Like who's going to know that stuff? And like, I was looking through those comments too, and people were even breaking it down even further where you could go to a different setting on your TV, but then you could also go in deeper into the settings and customize your setting, like, and change each individual color and stuff. And it was like, who's doing this on their TVs?
Well, that's what, so Stunman made a good point. Like, yeah, like I have a LG OLED, like 70-inch TV, which I assumed would be just good enough, but he said he didn't like it either. Like it was a big difference. Like I even like played the scene and then like flicked through all the different options I had, and cinema really changed it from a lot of the other ones on there. Yeah, I do like vibrant. Hell yeah. It's just, I don't know. So I'm curious to see like what Fright Night looks like, right? Because I know that movie really well. Fright Night's dark in some scenes. So is the 4K going to, and being on that standard mode on my TV, going to really darken a lot of that up. And I know Friday the 13th had that issue. I didn't buy Friday the 13th on 4K, so
I didn't either.
I don't have it to know. I think my Blu-ray set is just fine. But I know Christian said, well, if you change the settings, it looks better. I just didn't think that we all needed to do this now when it came to buying different movies. That's just me. So, it's almost forcing me to be a little bit more picky with a lot of my upgrades now, because of this. And not that it's bad. It's just that I think it's different. So now it's at a point where it's like, well, if it's that different, like I'll never get rid of this now, because even the Blu-ray that comes with the 4K is color. The color timing is changed. They altered that as well. So that Blu-ray in there is not the same Blu-ray as in here. So like, I'll never get rid of that. And the same thing with some other ones. Like if I feel like the color is different, I don't want to get rid of the old one, because I would rather watch both and say, okay, well, if I want it to look more like this now, I'll do that. And now I've got a different version that's got a different tone to it. I don't know. But again, we talked about this, Mel and Justin and I, is that we all have weird collecting rules that other people might find weird, right? So, and I'm sure you guys are the same way. Like I have very weird rules in my collection. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. And other people will be like, what are you, crazy? Like, it's just weird little things. But he's putting over Friday the 13th. The 4K is, I mean, here's the thing. I bought Friday the 13th probably like more than I bought The Lost Boys in my lifetime. So to me, it's like standard Friday the 13th 4K. I'm going to wait, and it's going to come out on another edition. All right, here we go. As long time as I'm 4K is getting close to the theatrical color timing. So you're saying that you feel that these are closer to a LaserDisc, which is then closer to what the theatrical look. Again, I didn't see Lost Boys in theater, so I don't know. Slipcover collector mode. Is that one of those? See, which is funny because the Heat 4K is the best I've ever looked. I didn't buy Heat 4K. I have a nice Blu-ray. It's fine. I'm not going to upgrade, but that was another one that a lot of people were having issues with.
Yeah, that was the one that they were saying was super dark, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I don't know. So again, I think Lost Boys looks great. It just looks different. That's the only way I can look at it. And
well, because even if that's director approved and that's the way the director originally wanted it, that's not what we got. You know what I mean? So since the time we were kids until now, it looked a certain way, and now it looks different. So the nostalgia is like almost interrupted.
Yeah.
So it's like, when you're watching the movie, you're not immersed in it. You're just noticing the little nuances and differences of it.
Right. Yeah, I mean, who knows? I mean, I don't know. Nobody's talking to Schumacher right now anyway, so he's not telling anything. But, I mean, again, I recommend it, no question. I can't give you my opinion on Fright Night. Tune in on Friday, and we will definitely talk a little bit more about these editions, because we'll all have seen them by now. So definitely tune in that. Before we leave, though, I did take some other physical media stuff out. It's different, so really quick, I'll go through it fast. So we got some vinyls, the original Lost Boys soundtrack, boom, original Fright Night soundtrack. So on vinyl, soundtracks of these movies is another thing we're going to talk about on Friday. Killer, both of them. Such great music in both these movies. I'm sure people have their favorites on which one they like the best. Being a huge Lost Boys collector, I have the cassette tape right here. Boom.
Oh.
I have CD, the old CD.
They didn't even really change the artwork to the albums, did they?
No, it's all the same. But then check this out. This is there's nothing in here, but I had bought this, and it's basically an album sleeve. Like I could put the album in here. They made like a variant. Some company I found a long time ago did like a variant soundtrack sleeve. So I just framed it. And I have it hanging up. It's kind of a take on the Doors, which is pretty cool. So that was another kind of physical media type release I have. I have the novel, which I think is pretty pricey nowadays. It's a little beat up though, but I think that's kind of hard to find. And these are pretty cool. So
Do you
back
have
in
some
the
of the
day,
comic books?
yeah. So these were the original ones. I'm telling you,
Wait, what?
these are so good. Like this basically takes where the last one where the original movie left off, and the story in this is so freaking good. Like basically, it's saying that the grandfather, right, is a vampire the whole time, and all that shit that
Kinda
he
wondered
had in the
about that.
fridge, like, was blood. You know, he said, "Don't go in here. This is where I keep my double stuffed cookies, or whatever." Like they were like, they show that in this, and it says like, you know, in that thing was he had things of blood that he would drink. That's why all those animals and stuff, he was drinking the animal blood. You know how he was like had all the animals he was like stuffing and whatnot.
I heard this
And
theory back in the day.
about that,
Mm.
yeah, I don't know if that came from this book, but that's what it says in here. And basically, the head vampire is Widow Johnson. Crazy, right?
That is crazy.
Yeah, so it's kind of a cool story. I think I'm trying to see if I don't know if I have the whole set. There's one, there's two, there's three. It's called Reign of the Frogs. There's four. The hell's this one? Don't know what this is.
Oh man, you gotta give me those. You know,
Give 'em,
comic books are my jam.
Oh, that's right. They are your jam, aren't they? I forgot
Yeah,
about that.
give me those.
And then I got
all your stuff now.
And then I got these ones. These ones came out a couple years ago. I bet you can still get these. Get a little Capello action on there. What the hell? I definitely had more than this.
Hey, be careful with those. What are you doing?
I definitely had more than this. They must be over in my other. I must have not taken them all. But there was another cool one with like a really cool Capello image on the front. You can probably look it up, but yeah, those are pretty damn cool. And the last thing I brought was this. For anybody who doesn't have this, this is money. Lost in the Shadows, the Lost Boys hardcover book. It's got like everything you ever wanted to know about the movie in here. It's awesome. And I have a Fright Night one, which I could not find it. It must be up on the bookshelf somewhere, but super, super cool editions. But Mel, you should definitely look up those comics. I don't know if Reign of Frogs is hard to get.
I'm guessing they are. Anything that's already been printed is just ridiculous anymore.
Rob Romano, I have that same thing. I have that G. Tom Mac album. He signed it. Is that the one you're talking about? Let me see. Lost Boys Thirst comics. No. Well, I mean, Reign of Frogs is kind of like, I think they get a lot of ideas from some of those.
Hey, Bob. What's
going on tomorrow, kid? Big news?
Oh, I'm going to be on a Halloween horror trivia Hux Pop Culture ladies night.
Oh, you better be ready. You better be ready. Oh, no,
I'm going to lose. I'm going to lose.
Why say that?
Well, because Miss Jess is going to be on there. She's winner, chicken dinner.
All right. It'll be interesting.
It'll be fun.
See? I'll try to pop over and say what's up.
Give me the answers.
All right, keep your Instagram chat open.
Okay.
Yeah, man, it is an interesting story. I'm telling you, it's a real cool. It's one of those things that I feel like would have been. But you know what? Hold on a minute. Let me just look really quick if that's because
I have make that a sequel movie.
I might be wrong on this. Hold on.
That would have been cool.
Because I didn't bring it over here, but I have a oh, maybe this is it. I have a Lost Boys 2 script, like an original draft script from back in the day. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. I could be thinking of that, guys. I'm sorry if I am. I'll have to go back and look. But I thought maybe it was this comic book. I don't know. Maybe I don't know. I'll have to look and see. They're all on eBay. You can score them sometimes. I'm gonna have to. What's a signed copy? The G. Tom Mac? Is that what you're saying? Oh, they make a soft. Oh, you're talking about this book, Lost in the Shadows? Oh, I would say if you can still get it, definitely get it. Oh, you're asking me, is Lost in the Shadows signed? I'm gonna say. Oh yeah, it says limited to 1,000. I don't know if that's what you're saying. and it was done for Corey Haim, so that's a cool book. All right, let me see. There you go.
No. No. It's a terrible warm-up question. You're supposed to give me an easy one.
So, Rob, are you saying that that's the plot of the comic books? Because I just want to make sure I'm not messing it up. Cool. All right, I'm just going to scroll through. Oh, cool. All right, guys. Mel, do you have anything else you want to chat about? Where can they find you this week? You said tomorrow you're on Huck's channel, right?
Yeah, tomorrow I'm on Huck's Pop Culture Cafe. We're doing trivia night, ladies' night, horror styly for Halloween, and then Friday, RAD Pack.
That's right. So, me, what do I got this week? Oh, I love it. Oh, yeah. Love Sam Emerson.
No, Sam.
What? Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, 4K with an hour of never. Well, probably now. I'm hoping it gets a steal, though. I'll buy the steal.
I bought the Blu-ray, and I'm so annoyed by it.
Why? Because that just got re-released again?
Yeah, I bought the re-release of the Blu-ray, and then it didn't come with a slipcover. So somebody actually mailed me the slipcover, and now they're coming out with a 4K.
I know. I've kind of felt the same way because I bought that damn Hughes collection where you got Some Kind of Wonderful and Planes, Trains, and all that. Because that at that time, I think that was the only way you could get Some Kind of Wonderful. And I was like, oh, finally. So I bought that. And then like a month later, it's like, oh, Some Kind of Wonderful is coming out in a steelbook, which was a cool looking steelbook. And
now
I wish I would have.
Coming out.
Yeah, I wish I would have got that.
I'm not buying Blu-rays anymore. I didn't buy the Blu-ray of the Black Phone because I was for sure the 4K would have been announced by now, and it's not. And now I can't get the slipcover to Black Phone, so I'm just kind of.
I'm sure somebody would. If I had it, I would send it to you, but I don't have that movie on physical.
I'm just gonna wait. It's got to go 4K. Why would it not?
Oh, it's definitely. But yeah. So, guys, yeah, thank you guys for hanging. I know it was late, pretty late on this little rad up all night. I'm sure Mel's probably dying to get to bed. I've been up since 3:40, so I'm pretty tired as well. I guess I won't be watching Fright Night tonight. You can find us on Friday night Rad Pack with Justin. And we're going to be doing Fright Night versus the Lost Boys, and we definitely need people in the chat for some interaction. Definitely want to check that out at 10 p.m. You know how we roll. We always make it a fun time for sure. And I will be doing an unboxing of the Halloween set. I know a lot of people have already done that. So I'll do mine live. Mel says mine might be dinged up. So we'll see.
I hope not.
So the Scream Factory box came pretty smashed. So everything inside looks good, but I don't know what's underneath J cards and inside.
I'm just saying that's what happened to mine. That's what happened to mine.
Yeah. So guys, yeah, please hit the like button. I haven't even asked that at all today. Make sure to hit that like button. And make sure to tune in on Friday night, 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Back on this channel. If you are not subscribed to Mel over here, go sub at My Killer Podcast. Go sub to her. If you're not subbed on this channel you're watching this on, please do that as well. And guys, this is Garrett. Born to be rad. And like always, stay rad and stay
killer.
Boom. Later, guys.